So before I start off this video, I just want to let you know, this video is not going to be a simple change your oil, follow the manufacturer's maintenance schedule, warm up your car before you start driving in the morning. The items in this video are going to cut a little bit deeper than that. With that being said, any Lexus product is going to last over 200,000 miles just doing those basic items. Really, the items in this video are just icing on the cake. This is for the people who want their Lexus to last forever. Let's talk about oil. Time to get into some complete anecdotal conspiracy theories. I used to use Mobil 1 and I had two issues with it. Problem number one was I would always burn about half a quart of oil. Problem number two is as I would approach my oil change interval, I can hear my 2GR ticking even more. Like I knew I had to change my oil because I could hear additional ticking in my engine. I ended up changing my oil to Pennzoil Ultra Platinum, and sure enough, that fixed both of my issues. Will your engine blow up using Mobil 1? No, probably not. It'll probably still last, 200,000 miles. But this video is about making your Lexus last a lifetime. So I feel confident using Pennzoil Ultra Platinum. Now, what I just told you is a study n equals 1, complete anecdotes. However, here are two channels that are much more regarded in their expertise on oils than mine, and they both recommend Pennzoil Ultra Platinum as well. Since we're talking about engines, I want to bring up something that not too many people think about, and it's that every engine has a finite life. There's only so many revolutions it can only so many revolutions it can spin. Push your engine harder, you'll get less revolutions out of it. Now, there is a way to track how hard you're pushing your engine, and that is through MPG. The better MPG you get, the less stressed your engine's going to be. So here are some quick tips on how to improve your MPG. Any heavy, unnecessary load, just take it out of your car. You don't need all that extra junk in your trunk, just get rid of it. When driving light to light, just commuting, just take it easy on the throttle. You're gonna hit a red light anyways, so you might as well just coast to it. Make sure your tires are inflated to proper spec. One pro tip I do have for you guys is to set your AC mode to Eco. It works just as good. I have no problems using it in the summer, and it saves a little bit of MPG and puts less stress on your compressor. Now don't get me wrong, I like having fun with my car. I push it, I like to hear my exhaust, but I don't do it all the time. If I'm just daily driving, going to work, I'm just gonna take it easy and try to get the best MPG as I can. So now, let's talk about gasoline. Really, if you use any top tier gas in your Lexus, you're probably gonna be okay. But this is how to make your Lexus last forever. So my recommendation is for you to use Chevron. If you're subscribed to the channel, you might have seen my what gas to use in your Lexus GS350 video. In that video, I had this weird chirping noise that was being caused by 76. Costco also caused this weird chirping noise, and it wasn't until I started using Chevron that the chirping noise went away. Now this is actually pretty common in a lot of Toyota products. So the RCFs, some GSFs had this issue. The FRS is probably the most notorious case for this chirping noise. A lot of people blame ethanol, but more than likely the issue is the additive package. In those additive packages, gasoline companies, they actually add friction modifiers, aka lubricant. Chevron, they market Techron like crazy, so they probably ensure that their gas stations are all putting in the correct amount of additive package. Shell is another one that a lot of people swear by, probably the same thing because they market their additive package as well. But some of the other gas stations, I don't know, I can't say for sure, but maybe some of those owners are just skimping on the amount of additives they're adding. The next item I'm gonna talk about, don't really want to talk about because if you're subscribed to the channel, you know I like car mods. But there is one car mod that if you're trying to get your Lexus to last forever, I wouldn't recommend. Now, before I go any further, don't get me wrong guys. If you feel like this car mod is worth it to you, then by all means, do it. Me, I lowered my car on springs. Is it good for my suspension? No, it'd probably be better off if I left it stock. Did I do it anyways? Yeah. But the mod I'm talking about is cold air intakes. Now, it has been shown that cold air intakes, those filters allow for more airflow. And more airflow usually means more particles getting in. When you're driving on a sandy road or a dusty road, these particles, silica, which is what like sand and dirt is made out of, that stuff is harder than steel. So it will cut through your engine if little pieces get in. Now, of course, it's not like your engine's gonna break in 50,000, even 100,000, even 200,000 miles. Your engine's not gonna break right away. But slowly over time, it could start burning a little bit more oil. You might see a little bit more engine wear. So my recommendation, if you want your Lexus to last forever, get the OEM filter. I've taken a look at various different filter brands, and from what I've seen, the OEM one is the thickest and it has the best fitment. The one good thing about the IS and GS is that they have pretty good induction sound straight out of the factory. So if you can live with that sound and you're okay with it, it's a pretty good sound for what you get stock. The next item, something I'm kind of nervous to talk about, because to some people it might be like, come on dude, even my dog knows that. But me, even as a car guy who really likes taking care of his car, I didn't really consider this next thing. After I lowered my car, I realized I have to avoid every crappy road, and under no circumstance should I be hitting any pothole. Some of this realization came to my head when I was doing research on whether or not I should do coilovers or if I should do springs. And one of the main arguments against springs is that if you get springs, after a few months, your struts are going to be cooked. However, I know people in real life, and I saw some posts on forums, that they're going 5 years, 4 years on springs without any issues. And I kind of got thinking like, whoa, what the heck? Like, what's the difference between these guys who are going 5-6 years? And I've seen reports of people having 2 years on stock suspension and their struts blow out. And I kind of came to the realization, you know what? It must be the amount of potholes or what roads that these guys are driving on. Imagine this. You're on the freeway, you're going 60 miles an hour, and you hit something on the road. Even if that item is a piece of metal, whatever shape that piece of metal was, it's gonna have a different shape after you run it over. So you don't want that to be happening to your struts, you don't want them to blow out. Here's an example I can show you guys, a change that I made on my commute that added no additional time. If you take a look at this map, this used to be my commute before I had some brain cells connect, and this is my commute now. So this is what this road looks like, and this is what that road looks like. So you can tell which road was Mickey Mouse. Now, don't get me wrong, some suspension items, there were items that you're gonna replace them eventually. But there's some stuff that you don't really want to be replacing, like your steering rack, because it's gonna set you back thousands of dollars. So just keep in mind, avoid potholes, slow down for bumps, and of course, don't go on bumpy roads when possible. This last item is gonna be the most important thing of this video. If there's one thing I want you to take away from it, it's gonna be this, and it is to just enjoy your Lexus. Now, before you leave this video, it's not a cop-out answer. You probably bought your Lexus, so you don't have to worry about reliability. Why are you gonna spend all that extra time worrying about reliability? Make sure that every item on this list is something that can easily be implemented. Nothing costs like $1,000. You don't have to buy these special tools, nothing like that. Just simple changes you can make to make sure your Lexus lasts forever. Pennzoil at Walmart, it's only like 30 bucks for 5 quarts. So I do have an affiliate link down below, but as always, I want you guys to save money, so get it from Walmart, unless you like online shopping. Stay tuned, guys. I got something special for my Lexus owners if you're interested. So link will be down in the description for these key fobs. The store is gonna open soon. I've been rocking this one for a good while now. I wanna make sure if I sell something, it's not gonna be Mickey Mouse. And I do have a black one with red stitching coming out. So link will be down in the description if you guys want to cop. Guys, thank you for getting to the end of the video. I always appreciate your guys' support. Just thankful for anyone who watches the videos, the likes, the comments. Thank you guys, as always. All right, guys, take care. Peace.